Okay, yeah. First, I just want to start by saying thank you to our incredible fan base. Just what an awesome crowd and atmosphere and environment that we played in today, and just so grateful to be in a place where people really care about women's basketball and want to be supportive, and that was really a fun crowd for us today. Obviously, a disappointing loss. We don't like to lose at home. We really want to protect that home court advantage. We did not defend the way we need to defend in order to do that against a high-powered offense like Iowa. I thought they really came in, made big shots, big plays. Obviously, they shot 62% for the game, so pretty impressive offensive performance, but we need to do a better job of making it more difficult for them.
What do you think you could have done to slow them down in transition and maybe take a little bit more control of the pace of the game?
Yeah, I mean, we're going to have to take the time to really process, go back and really watch. We knew that transition defense was our #1 key for the game, and I just didn't think we always were where we were supposed to be, doing what we needed to do to try to slow them up. They're pretty good and quick with the ball in their hands, and if you don't slow the basketball first, then they're pretty dangerous, and I thought they did a great job of taking advantage of that today.
The game, 4 points. You guys were down 4 points, 5 points. What kept you from getting over the hump for good in that game?
Kind of like Coach said, just with the transition game, we'd make the run, and then we'd kind of have a mental lapse, or like they'd get an easy bucket in like 4 seconds, and then we'd come back down to the same thing. So I think just being able to stay hooked up that whole time would be able to get over that hump and establish a lead.
What was the plan on Caitlin Clark? How did you want to defend her in this game?
Yeah, well, we wanted to slow her down a little bit better than we did in transition, and I thought she really did a great job of just putting pressure on us right off the bat, just finding alleys and getting into the paint early, and so we're going to have to do a better job of that the next time around, and do a better job, find our opportunities where we can try to work to limit her touches.
To shoot as well as they did coming in?
Yeah, I mean, yes, we know McKenna Warnock has hit 10 threes last year against us. She hit 10 threes the year before that against us in 2 ball games, but we know she's a very capable 3-point shooter, and so that's something we definitely wanted to try to limit and really contest and get out and not give up, and then she gets 9 shots off and makes 7 of them, and so we obviously did not, we knew what to expect out of Caitlin Clark's supporting cast, but we didn't do what we needed to do to take it away.
John, I know you guys lost, but what was fun about playing in that game today?
I mean, that crowd was insane. Husker Nation, we're really happy and proud that we have fans supporting women's basketball, and we're very grateful for that. So to be able to play in front of that is nothing we take for granted, and that was probably the best part of the game.
What do you guys feel like you learned or can take away from how that game went?
We definitely learned that defense wins games. I mean, there was a lot of plays, like Coach said, where we didn't follow the scout. There was a lot of things that we could have done differently, effort plays. If we went back, I mean, we definitely would have done something different, or like I let up a back cut or something. Those things don't go unnoticed, and that's 2 4 points and the game slips away. So definitely defensive end.
What was it like for 2 players competing against Caitlin Clark? How tough is she to stop, and you try to do defensively? So.
She's good. She's definitely a good player. I've played against her all growing up in AAU when we were younger too. But yeah, she's very skilled, handles the ball very well. But just being able, like Coach said, to limit her touches is probably the best defense we can play on her. And then when she has the ball, just try to contain her and keep her in front.
And then mentality going into next week, you play them, on the road. What can you take away from this game? You said some of the things, but to go and steal a win on the road against them.
You know, right now we're going to just give ourselves some time to kind of process this one. We'll really break down the film and watch, and then we're going to flush this game. And we're not worried about what we need to do the next time on them. We're worried about what do we need to do to become the better team, ourselves a little better, and what do we need to do to start our preparation for Indiana. And that's going to be where our focus is at right now. And there will come a time where we can kind of take a peek, a closer peek even, back at this ball game and make some adjustments and try again. But right now, we're going to recover our bodies. We're going to stay connected as a team, and we are going to start our preparation for Indiana.
What do you see in terms of the competitive spirit that both teams played with, specifically your team in this game?
Yeah, to be honest, I've gotten to a point now, and I don't think I'll regret saying this, but I've gotten to a point now where I can depend on one thing out of this group, and that's that they're going to compete. I mean, they're going to get after it. Our team, we might not always stay locked in to the defensive game plan for 40 minutes, or we might have some lapses here, or we might, rush a shot or do something, but one thing I feel like I can depend on is that they're going to compete, and they're going to find a way to keep grinding and keep fighting, and that's something that I love to see out of this group. It's a goal of ours is to be that type of team, and I'm proud of that.
Why can you say that now? Is it through a certain type of opponents, or is it a certain time in the season? Why do you feel that way now at this point?
Well, I just think because it's still kind of early, I mean, I feel like we're still kind of in that, I don't know, halfway point or something like that. And up to this point, I think we've really showed a consistent willingness to fight. And sometimes, good teams, kind of level off. Great teams continue to find ways to keep getting better. And this time of year, it's a grind. This is where things can kind of, if you stop fighting, if you stop competing, if you stop trying to find ways to keep getting better and stuff, that's where certain teams will level off. But I don't think that's what we're going to see out of this group. I think so far I've been very pleased with being able to depend on that willingness to keep fighting.